Hi guys, all right. This is Sonic team here again. This is Sonic together with my partner James. Okay, this time around we would like to talk about week number 12. We would like to do the market look ahead. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather, so please bear with my voice. Okay, this week, okay, all right, it's gonna be a quite busy week, all right, because last week we have a pretty low season week because the market didn't really move a lot last week, but I expect this week gonna move a lot, especially because of we have the FOMC, all right. This new chairman Powell, right? Powell, he haven't really made any decision. I mean, he haven't made any proper announcement so far. So I think this is his first chance. So I think he's gonna make a big one in my opinion. And talking about the rate hike, I think he's going to raise the rate. Okay, raise the rate. Currently is 1.5, so it's kind of expected that it will raise up to 1.75. So in my opinion, what will happen is that in the rate announcement, right, after the rate announcement or immediately after the rate announcement, I think the likelihood of US dollar will be the US dollar will spike up, okay, due to the rate announcement, possibly. Okay, the reaction shall be the US dollar shall spike up. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. Of course, I can be wrong as well, but this is what I'm expecting. Okay, so nonetheless, we will be having a busy week. We have FOMC, right, and of course later week we'll be having this New Zealand rate decision, and also we will be having a British pound rate decision, and they also have other high impact news as well. So as in the whole week, I think it's going to be very busy, especially on the FOMC itself. All right, so let's do some analysis together here. Okay. Okay, let's start with Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones on Monday, which is yesterday, we have a pretty strong sell down. Okay, but one thing that they did fail to do so is that they didn't manage to break below 24,400 level. But okay, at the same time, they managed to break. There was a certain certain support level that it was forming previously. To let's say, to name out a few, which is around 24850 level. Around this region gonna be quite a good it was a quite good support. Now it's gonna be turned into quite a good resistance. So what's gonna happen is that Dow Jones, I'm no longer that bullish anymore. All right, because if there's any swing back, I think this level can act as a good resistance from now onward. All right, so it's being Tuesday today, I don't think market will move a lot or whatever. Even the market move, it may not mean anything much, because the real movement will only come in after the FOMC itself of want to say. All right, so I'm expecting this level, which is around 24850 to 248, okay lah, around to 24900 level. Okay, around this region gonna be a good resistance from now onward really. So if you have a long, I would suggest you to be a little bit careful from now onward. All right, so this is on my Dow Jones. I'm starting to be slightly bearish to conclude. Okay, so another one is gold. Okay, at the moment, gold is at a pretty decent support level because it have been so-called supported 3 times in a row. We got one here, we got one here, we got one here, right? So it's like around 1314, around 1305 and 1312 level. So they have been supported 3 times in a row, and it wasn't so surprising that it was supported yesterday as well. Okay, nonetheless, I think market is really trying hard to test the low level already. So maybe by using an FOMC effect, I think they can break down sooner or later. Okay, if they does break down, of course the next target will be 1301 level or even 1288 level. Okay, in the longer run, of like for example like few month time frame or something like that, yeah, I am expecting gold to go up a lot higher, but for a time being, they might swing back down as a deep stop hunting or stuff like that. Okay, so currently I'm not exactly bullish on gold at the moment. All right, so this is what I want to tell you about it. So I'm expecting FOMC might be a trigger for this pair to break down lower. All right, I hope I made myself point here again. So this is gold. I have done Dow Jones, I have done gold. Okay, now let's talk about euro. Okay, euro is a bit of a tricky pair. All right, it's a little bit tricky pair because we have been it have been going left and right since late January. So it have been nearly more than 2.5 months, right? So that's to prove that the market is pretty pretty hard to, you know, in my opinion, is to me it sounds like a distribution to me, because, you know, it's really ranging left and right. In my opinion, sooner or later the true intention will show up. Of course, you know, but we want the market to go one direction, you know, it almost in the 90-degree rise or 90-degree fall, right? But it doesn't happen all the time. So in my opinion, sooner or later they will go back down. Okay, but you know, since we have a pretty decent swing up yesterday, we have a quite a bullish engulfing candle, right? I think they may carry on a little bit further first, maybe, you know, somewhere around until 1.245 or stuff like that. So if you are having a kind of bear bias like me, you know, maybe you don't want to short now, maybe let it rise a little bit further until they become exhausted, and, you know, the market start to roll over. All right, market start to roll over, means you start to see the bearish candle aggressively coming back in. All right, so this is where you may want to wait until then, and you may want to enter short in for this pair. So in the medium term, around 1 to 3 months time, I'm expecting you know, the market shall go down lower. So currently it's not supporting, the price action is not supporting my idea, so I will rather wait for a time being. I think this level 1.245 level, 1.24304050 level will be a nice place for a short trader to look for a potential short from there. All right, so this is on my euro. So last but not least, I would like to talk about Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, it have been really you know, it have been really dropping for quite some time. I think for the past I would say 3 or 4 months, we haven't been really that wrong so far. I mean, we have more right than wrong, but recently I was calling sort of like from here, calling that it will go back to this level, but it didn't happen, right? So I was wrong one time, and I'm expecting at the moment, right? At the moment, this is what happening to Bitcoin is very similar to other pair that, and no pair against the gold. They are in the very same direction at the moment, because they are pit against the US dollar, you see. So currently, just like gold as well, so currently they are a little bit of rising up, but I think with the FOMC rate decision, I think this pair will go back lower. Okay, in my opinion, they can go back lower than the previous recent low, which is around 6,000. Maybe they will go to around 5,800 or something like that. All right, until then, I will not be talking so much about long at the moment, right? I am expecting they can have one more leg down to go down still. So all right, this is what I have for today. We would like to talk a lot, but, you know, I understand that, you know, no point talking a lot, and, you know, it's rather go straight to the point, right? That's why our video sort of like shorts, and I think short and sweet will be nice, right? So I repeat, I have just analyzed 4: Dow Jones, gold, EURUSD, and Bitcoin, right? Basically, at the moment, I am bullish toward US dollars, and I'm expecting FOMC shall you know, raise their rate. At the same time, because of that, as an initial reaction, I'm expecting US dollar should goes up. All right, so thank you very much, and James, you can take over back. Thank you.
All right, hi. All right, so I'll be going through one major pair and two cross pair. So the first one would be the pound to the US dollar. So right now we are seeing still very bullish price action after yesterday closed as a very nice engulfing candle, closing above the support resistance level, which makes the price bullish right now. We are still shy pips away from the resistance zone at this 1.41 level. So I am expecting price to go up even higher more. All right, but do not be in a hurry to jump into the long trade right now, because we have the FOMC coming up on late Wednesday night. So I'm expecting this level around this entire zone to hold. All right, so right now I'll be staying aside and be waiting for the candles to paint the direction before jumping into the trade. All right, but the plan was to trade this area, to have a shot at this area. So following up would be the euro to Japanese yen, which has already made its move after getting supported at this 130 level. So right now price has already made its move, and it's currently too late to jump into the trade. But it's still too early to short the trade also. So it's best to stay out of it. All right. A level for us to take note of the resistance level would be this 1325 level. So this is a level of resistance area, or an area for us to look for an opposite direction of trade, which is to take a short trade, right? But for the meantime, not doing anything is protecting your money. It's a way of staying in the market for a longer time, all right? That you don't have to necessarily trade almost every day or whatever the candle shows at the moment you open your chart. So right now is a waiting game for GU and EJ if you like to short it. If you like to jump into the long trade now, I would say long with care, maybe a smaller lot size, because what could happen is price could goes back down again and then finally makes its way up. So we do not know the directions that how the price will paint for the upcoming few days, but these are the few levels that we should look out for. Lastly, for the New Zealand dollars to the Canadian dollars, we have seen Canadian dollars weakening over the past few months. All right, so now that New Zealand dollars to Canadian dollars has broken its resistance level at this 0.944 level, I will be bullish bias on this pair. I will be looking to long should price would to retrace back into this pink color zone. So as of now, we are seeing the candle is still being painted, so it's still moving downwards. So should it go deeper into this 0.94 area, I'll be looking for a potential buy signal, which is a bullish candle before how to ride it higher towards the next target zone at 0.96. So these are the few pairs that we have just talked about. So trade safe, and we'll see you guys in the next week. Right, thank you.